Do you like manga? Because I sure as shit do, but there's a lot of manga. And it's kind of hard to know what's worth reading because there's just so damn much of it. And also, it costs money, as you can see. You can also see we're on Bookwalker. I'm not sponsored. I wish I was. But given the fact that I have 10 subs, that's never happening. But that's by the by. Here we are on Bookwalker, and these are all the popular manga. Starting, they're sorted by popularity. We're just going to go through them and see what I think's actually good, given from what I've read and what I've heard. And also just to see what, people think. What is popular? What are the popular manga right now? And that's basically all it is. This is just based on Bookwalker. Obviously, there's not every manga on here. There's a lot of Shonen Jump titles on here, and a lot of really big manga like Berserk that are also not on here. So let's have a quick roll through. We probably won't go through all 3,019 that are on Bookwalker. We'll go through the first maybe page or two, just to get a gauge of what people like and what people, well, don't dislike. I don't really have a good segue, but let's go with it. So initially, we have I'm Quitting Heroing, which as of right now, this is a Thursday that I'm recording this, the day before you're seeing this. There's a free chapter, or a couple free chapters. That's neat. That's probably why it's doing pretty popular, because they've given out some free chapters. That, in all fairness, that is probably part of why this is high in the popularity, because a bunch of people have picked it up. And the popularity, I believe, is based off downloads. I think that was revealed in a Trash Taste After Dark stream that happened very recently. I think it was actually like a couple days ago. So that's almost certainly why this is here, due to free chapters, tons of downloads. Next up we have Don't Toy With Nagatoro-san, an incredibly popular manga. I don't really like the anime all that much, but hey, that's by the by. It's understandable that the manga's here. I know a lot of people really like this. And also with the pre-order of a new volume coming out, there's going to be more downloads, because whenever a new volume comes out, and also with the anime, back volume sales tend to go up, and hence more downloads. I don't really know why I'm justifying why it's up here, other than it's popular, people like it. And hey, if you like Nagatoro, you can like Nagatoro. I enjoyed the start of it, but then I felt that it kind of fell off and got a bit dry after a little bit. Nice refreshing mouthful of water there. Already two in my mouth, and I'm like fucking needing water. That's not good. Anyhow, next we have one that I've simply just not heard of, and that is Gal Gohan. I don't know what this is or what it's about, but it's currently the third most popular manga on Bookwalker, so it's probably not bad, I guess. And next up we have Faraway Paladin, and given that the anime has just started for this series, it's no wonder that it's pretty popular. And from the first couple episodes of the anime, I believe there's been 2 so far. I should know this because I'm watching it. Yeah, there's been 2 episodes. I mean, it's not bad. So far, I haven't felt like there's been anything special from it, but I'm sure that given a couple more episodes when we start really getting into things, we start learning a bit more about what's going on. I'm sure I'll actually start in. I'm sure that I'll eventually start to really enjoy this. That's just the vibe I get, and perhaps I'll even pick up the manga at some point in the future. I should mention this is based on the English, no, the EN store, global store. What EN? What am I on? We're on global Bookwalker, so this will be different, presumably, to the Japanese store. And next we have something that should be no surprise to anyone: the Slimy Sakai, Tensura. It's manga, of course, it's here. And the next one, this one might be a bit more of a surprise, simply given that, well, maybe it shouldn't be, because the anime did have a controversy where it got axed, well, not axed, but delayed immediately after the first episode aired. Well, the day before the first episode was scheduled to air. And that's World's End Harem, or Shumatsu no Harem. I mean, from what it's meant to be a pretty decent ecchi manga, but look, it's no surprise it's popular. People are horny. That's all there really is to it. And here we have My Little Sister Stole My Fiancé. Again, 3 chapters. Of course, it's unpopular. I'm not really going to count this one, so we shall move along. We shall move along to Ascendance of a Bookworm, which again has a very popular anime with, I believe, a 3rd season confirmed. So it's no surprise that this is a popular manga as well. I believe is it originally a light novel? I believe it is, but I may be wrong on that. And so it's no surprise that the manga is doing decently well. But the next one, I highly recommend you go pick up, because Temple, or Tempuru, is absolutely hilarious. The art is done by the same guy that did the art for Grand Blue. So if you like Grand Blue Dreaming's art style and the visual humor that it comes with, you will love Temple. Because it's absolutely hilarious. Like, genuinely it is. Just had another bit of water there. I won't cut this out. This is going to be entirely uncut. You can live with that. Because I'm unprofessional. But yes, Temple is... Honestly, I've only read about 10 chapters of it, but it's absolutely hilarious. I genuinely recommend you go give this manga a read, because it's so fucking funny. And next we have yet another ecchi series. And that is... Please put them on Takamine-san. Yeah, this, again, a lot of hornies on main people. That's probably why this is here as well. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of horny, and then there's more worlds and harem. Like, come on, people. Well, hey, you know what? They know what they like. People know what they like. And they like Attack on Titan. Which is a surprise given the backlash that the ending got. We'll have to see how the anime handles that. Whether they will do one chapter an episode with a 24 episode run and perhaps expand more on it. Or whether they will just adapt all of it and not expand on it. We are yet to see. But Attack on Titan, incredibly popular manga, incredibly popular anime. Of course it's here. You know, maybe we will only go through like the first page, because I feel like we'll be here for an absolute eternity if I do every single page, and if I talk about every single entry. So we're going to skip whatever this is, and go to something I absolutely love, the Horimiya manga. Now, if you like the anime, you will love the manga, because the anime is just condensed Horimiya. It's like all the core bits of Horimiya, the core story bits, even the ending of the manga is adapted into the anime, but the manga has so much more to it. So many more characters get more spotlight and development. There's so many more scenes. Honestly, as good as a Horimiya anime is, the manga is about 500,000 million times better. A slight overestimation and over-exaggeration, but trust me, this manga is really good. Give Horimiya a read if you haven't yet. It has finished. It's really, really good. Another one with some free chapters, so it's going to be up here because downloads. And then you have Tokyo Revengers, which, with the anime having come to an end not too long ago, is no surprise, because it's also an incredibly good series. Like, incredibly good. And then we have Campfire Cooking with My Absurd Skill, which is just obscene that this even exists. And then we have Restaurant to Another World, which second season has just started, in combination with free chapters. Yeah, it's no wonder that this is currently in the popular section. And then we have this, A Boy Raised by the Gods Will Be the Strongest, which I actually have the first couple of chapters of because they were given out for free. And I believe they still are. Have I read them? No. Will I? Maybe. I can't tell you anything about this other than I've read it. Well, I have the ability to read it. I don't know if you just saw that Steam pop up. If you didn't, well then I sound like I'm going psycho. And next I'm just going to skip a few, and we're going to go to Desuraba, or Destiny Lovers. Again, much like Worlds and Harem, it's another ecchi series with a slight, kind of, not necessarily psychological horror, but darker twist to it, if you will. In the fact that, you know, there's, in Worlds and Harem, all but like 5 men in the world are dead, and in Desuraba, there's a bunch of men that if they, you know, with these attractive females, they get killed. Sorry for spoiling the plot twist, but like, read it if you want more, because the only reason you're reading this is because, well, these caught your eye. I don't know if you can see my mouse. If you can't, well, you know what caught your eye. And next we have Ajin, which I know is meant to be an absolutely incredible manga with a subpar anime adaptation. And I'm tempted to read it, because I was in A Forbidden Planet a couple of weeks ago when I saw one of the volumes. It wasn't volume 1, so I'd have to get volume 1 digitally if I can't find volume 1 physically. But I did see a couple of these volumes, and I was tempted to pick them up, even though they weren't volume 1. But I was tempted to pick them up just to give Arjun a read and have a reason to get into it, because I've heard very good things about Arjun. Something else that I've heard very good things about, and can say very good things about, is Konosuba. It's I mean, it's one of the most famous isekai. Like, come on, it's good. If you haven't watched it, do, because it's genuinely hilarious. But, yeah, there's a reason it's one of the most popular isekai. And speaking of isekai, we have probably my favourite, in Mushoku Tensei. It's just good. I just really, really, really like it. I love Mushoku Tensei. But you probably know that given I made a video on it. If you watch that video, go watch that video. It's a good video. It's probably one of my best. It's also a very old video, but seriously. Hold on, what? $80? I assume that's like all of them at once, right? There's no way that's... Okay, we'll move on. Why the hell are you here, teacher? I've heard a lot about this. Again, 3 chapters. Yeah. Girlfriend, its anime recently ended. It's absolute garbage. But you're reading it. If you're reading it, you know why you're reading it. And I can't blame you for being honest with yourself. It's okay. The first step to admitting you have a problem. The first step to self-improvement is admitting you have a problem. And if you're reading this, you've admitted you have a problem. It's okay. No one's there for you. And then we have a bunch of ecchi stuff. And this. This is yaoi. Not that there's anything wrong with yaoi, but this is yaoi. Then we have this. I've seen this pop up a few times. Haven't read it. Not interested in it. It's probably good. It looks like it could be wholesome, but like, I don't know. Are there any good... Oh, okay then. But speaking of one that... Wow, there's actually 2 here that I quite like. So we have Devil's Part-Timer. I love this. I love the anime for this. The fact the 2nd season has been confirmed makes me so happy, because I will just be watching that and be in anticipation of every episode the day it comes out, for like when it comes out. Look, I'm really looking forward to the 2nd season of this, because I absolutely loved season 1. And another thing that I absolutely really liked, that I don't think is like particularly good, but I did enjoy, is Haganai, because it was just a really like not terrible harem. Like, it felt not like it hadn't, like, how do I put it? Like, yeah, it's just a pretty good harem that didn't do a lot of the... But it did Jesus, I can't speak. It does contain harem tropes, but it doesn't feel like it overuses them like a lot of other harem do. And I do think it is one of the better harem series out there. And I recommend you actually like go watch the anime, and then maybe come back and read the manga if you enjoyed it. We're almost done with the first page, and that is almost certainly where we'll end it. We have Miyako-chan. The anime has just started, so there's no surprises here. Goblin Slayer. Well, we all know what Goblin Slayer did to the internet when it came out. If you don't, you can go look it up. Grand Blue Dreaming is a manga I mentioned earlier. It is fantastic, legendary manga series in my opinion. Absolutely hilarious. Go give this a read. Flowers of Evil, Akunohana. Again, another really, really good manga. Solo Leveling, the 3rd chapter just came out. Or, well, it's kind of volume, but chapter. Like, of course, this is going to be here. And the last one I want to talk about, well, briefly mention. I didn't look at this beforehand. I'm just kind of going this off the cuff. And that is the Bakemonogatari manga. The Monogatari series is almost perfection. This should be higher up. If you like the Monogatari series, you know why you like it, because it's absolutely incredible. But it's not everybody's thing, and I understand that. But I love this series. And yeah, that's the first page, the top 60 most popular manga on Bookwalker. I didn't go through all of them because I'm not a lunatic, and also because I don't want to spend the next 15 years recording this video at 11:30 in the afternoon. At night. Look, it's nearly the day that this is going up now. That's all you need to know. Why did I make this video? Because I was running out of ideas and I didn't know what to do. And I thought, sure, let's do this. So this is what you get. Yeah. That's it. I wish I was sponsored by Bookwalker. If I get more subs, maybe I will one day. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? But anyhow, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, sub, and hit the notification bell. Do whatever the fuck you feel like. You know the usual YouTube shilling spiel. God, I butchered saying that. Would have been nice if I got it cleanly. But alas, alack, it is not to be. With all that said, I've been Animosity. You've been you. And I'll see you all next time for the video. Ta-ta. For now.